Welcome back to Amazing Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia. I know it's one week that I didn't do a podcast, but you know that I was sick. I am still a little bit sick, but I feel better, and I am working to go to the grocery to make a soup. And I want to share something that is bothering me a lot, and I see some people do it right now, and it feels that they are stuck to 2k to 5k, but they cannot go beyond 5 to 10 and 20k. One thing I realize is people don't know how to write. People don't know how to go deep in the reflection. They learn one way to create carousel, one way to create reels, one way to create TikTok or newsletter, and they wonder, oh my god, I don't know how to create a deep connection with my community. I don't know why people just buy one offer and don't stay with me. Really? Because you are just stick to one model of carousel, one type of wheel that is work for you and never change because you are scared to have few like, to have no sell, to have just it. But the way that you are doing that you copy to other people, I know that you need to learn some way, but you need to become that is your own. And you know what? It was one of my problems. It's not that I say that. At the beginning, I was so afraid to share what I want to share because I know that I need to have the perfect way to say something, to have the way to say something, and I stick with that. But what is happening is I was in this phase of baby entrepreneur, that I was a student that just wait when my coach doing a carousel just to have the same structure as her. So what happened is, yes, I have the like, but I didn't have a deep connection because it was not me. And of course you need to have some structure of your carousel. I don't say whatever you want, of course, but you need to create a deep connection. And create a deep connection is not just with the perfect caption or the perfect structure of carousel. Is really to have a place that people can understand you, the way that you are, the way that you think, the way that is your belief, and is not in your story or a 2-minute TikTok or is 30 seconds or 7-second words because you have a 20 sound, or the perfect topic because you are limited of character. Is doing long form. And even if right now you are thinking, I creating long form, but there are just one people listening. I have my newsletter, but I just have 2 people opening my email. I can guarantee you, is the one that you neglect, it will stay forever. Because you think, let's talk about the journey of customer. Think about the last time that you buy an offer. Normally, when you buy offer, even if it's a big person who have 1,000 followers, you don't buy right away. There are some people buy right away, but generally people don't buy right away. This is a person over and over, again and again, in one platform or multiple platforms, and they say, oh my god, I see you everywhere. So I see her face. I cannot like her face. So I will listen what you are saying. So maybe she listened 5 seconds, and she see you again, she listen you 10 seconds, and after she say, I like what you're saying, I don't hear from other people, so she will go deep to all your content. So maybe she find you on Instagram and stay on Instagram, or maybe she's one person to say, I like what you're saying, but I want to know what I was looking for. I want to know if I buy her offer, what she give me for free. And she will binge all your content. So this one is one I talk about the customer who find you with short content and go to long content. But some people forget that some people love long form content like me. Some people love long form content because it's a way that you can create deep connection, because people can hear you or watch you in YouTube or in your podcast, or even read with a long form newsletter. And people are thinking that newsletter is just to sell. It's just to, oh, I have this offer, please, I have this masterclass. No. And it's for that people say, oh, email marketing don't work with me. It don't work with you because you are just using that to sell. So of course, if you have an email and say, oh, I have this amazing masterclass, you need to come. Yes, if you come and it's for that and you do some little bit storytelling and you say bye, I can guarantee you will don't have a high ROI if you take time to build a connection, to have a connection, to have it to send one per week an email that you have some really connection, that you had to say you train your audience a little bit to have a quick fix, that when you have your offer or your free masterclass, I can guarantee you they want to learn more. It's the same for your podcast. People think, oh, I don't understand, I don't see the growth, and I feel like there are so many people start a podcast, but because they don't see the growth, they don't see people listening, they stop. I have 2 podcasts. One is in French that I have more than, right now I think I have almost 28k, but there are some months that I don't have a lot of listeners. I have less than 300 listeners, and there are some months that I have 1,000 listeners. But it's not for that I will send, and it's the same here. Here we just hit 200 views. My podcast is almost I think it's 1 year right now, and I have just few people listening. Do I stop? No, because the way that I think podcast is long-term strategy, and people are thinking using video, reels, TikTok, and short. They want to have a quick fix right now. They are posting their video or their carousel, and they say, oh, I want to have a sale directly, but they don't think about consumer journey. And I want to go deep. If you want to build a community who ride or die with you, who want to follow you, even if one day you decided to pivot, and people don't think about that, you need to talk about different things than your niche. And it's for that you can see, even with my newsletter and my blog and my podcast, I don't talk about all the time strategy. Why? Because it's not that I don't like it. I can talk about strategy long. I can tell you what is the email marketing strategy, how you can do to go on Pinterest and blah blah blah. But I know if I give you all the strategy, you will not do it. There are some people, and why? Because I did the same thing. You can find all the strategy on the world right now for free. But the difference that people buy a coach is not that they don't know what to do. They don't are commenting, they don't do the work, and they are so focused on the quick fix. And the difference that people who buy a coaching and have amazing results and continue to follow the same coach for years is not about finding the result, because they already have, and I feel like they know that they will have, even if they don't have right now with them, they know that if they continue it, they will have the result. It's because they believe on their vision of the long-term strategy. So I will stop right now because it's raining a lot. I feel that you're here, and I don't want that I have a problem with my phone. So see you, and don't forget to be your hunter.